The courts will decide who's going to be inheriting your rental properties if you pass away with those rental properties in your personal name and without a will. The reason being is that when you don't have a will that outlines the distribution of your assets, it will get split per the intestate laws of your state. As an example, in Georgia, your assets get split evenly between your spouse and your kids, with your spouse getting a minimum of 1/3. And then if you don't have a spouse, they get split evenly between your kids. And so if you want your rental portfolio to go down to your spouse to take care of them for the remainder of their life when you pass away, and you don't have a will that gives that instruction, then what's going to happen is the kids will inherit a large portion of that rental portfolio. Well, and that keeps your spouse from being able to financially take care of themselves unless the kids are being generous and decide to gift those assets back to your spouse, which just creates a mess. And so if you want to make sure that your spouse or whoever is going to be inheriting those rental properties, you can set up a will which will outline the distribution of those rental properties, but will make them go through the probate process. If you want to avoid the probate process, you have two options for your spouse. You can set up a joint tenancy rights to survivorship. That will allow you to co-own those properties together and will avoid the probate process when one of you passes away. The other option is going to be a revocable trust that will allow you to avoid the probate process, and then you can keep those rental properties inside of the revocable trust to be able to take care of your surviving spouse throughout the rest of their life. And then that way someone can take care of those properties for them, but they can still benefit from those properties because it's likely that you are the one that's being setting up the rental portfolio, and at the end of their life they don't feel like figuring out how to manage those properties or the finances related to them.